Good morning student. Welcome to the biology class. From today we are going to start the new topic reproduction in plant. In the previous classes, in lower classes already you have studied about that. What? The characteristics of living organism. You have studied the living organism get nutrition, respiration, growth, locomotion. These are the characteristics of living organism. Same like that, reproduction is the main characteristics of living organism. All living organism can reproduce their young one. Got it? You know that plant is also living organism. In this lesson, we are going to study about that how does the plant reproduce their organism. Let us move towards today's video. First of all, we will see what is the reproduction. Let us see student. Reproduction means what? Reproduction means producing the new individual. New individual means what student? See, living organism means like dog. Dog reproduce puppy. Cat reproduce kitten. Okay. Same like that, human being reproduce human being. Means all living organisms can reproduce their same kinds, same species. Got it? This is called as the living organism. There are two types of the living organism. Sexual reproduction. There are two types of reproduction. Sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Let us see first sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction means what student? In that reproduction, two parents are involved. There is a formation of gametes and fusion of male gametes and female gametes and fertilize the new organism. New young one is reproduced. It's called as the sexual reproduction. Got it? And asexual reproduction means what? Asexual reproduction means in that process there is only one parent is involved for the reproduction. It's called as the asexual reproduction. Got it? What is the sexual? Sexual means the fusion of male and female gamete, and asexual means there is no fusion, no formation of the sex gamete. The single organism is able to reproduce their young one. One by one we will see in both details. Let us see. First, sexual reproduction. I told you student, sexual reproduction means two parents are involved. Two parents are produce their gametes. Let us see. This is the male butterfly, female butterfly. Male butterfly reproduce the male gamete and female butterfly reproduce the female gametes, and those gametes are fused to each other and form the new young one. It is different from both. Why? Because the both characteristics are present in the young one. So we are not carbon copy of our parents. We are different. We are looking little bit different from our mother and father. समझ में आ गया बेटा आपको सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन क्या होता है, ऑफस्प्रिंग कैसे बनता है? द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ बोथ पेरेंट्स एंड दे आर डिफरेंट characteristics from each parents. This is called as the sexual. Plant is also mango seed reproduce the mango plant, apple seed produce the mango apple plant. Okay, plant is also living thing like us. They also, the pollen grain is the male gametes and eggs, ovules is the female gametes. In the video we will see how does the male gametes and female gamete fuse and make a seed. Got it? Let us see the asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means what student? Asexual reproduction means only one parent are involved for the reproduction and the offsprings are genetically identical. The parents means देखो मैंने sexual में क्या बताया बेटा, जो offspring होता है it is little bit different from mother and father, but in the asexual reproduction the offspring is identical to the parents. It is the carbon copy of parents. Got it? Because there is no involved another DNA in the offspring. Got it? This is called as the asexual, means the most of the lower organism like bacteria, algae, fungi, they reproduce asexually. There are so many methods are using, they reproduce the asexually. Most of the higher plant also like vegetative part, they are using the vegetative part like root, stem, leaf, and they reproduce their new young one, like that. See, rose plant, have you seen the seed of rose? No. We are take the part of the branch of the rose plant and we are planted and new rose plants grow. Okay, same like that sugar cane. We can take the small parts of the sugar cane and planted it and new sugar cane plants produce. Got it? This is means, see, you are familiar nowadays Brahma Kamal. It is called as, not I called in Hindi and English, Brahma Kamal. It is the leaf. We planted the leaf and new plants will be formed from the leaf. Means leaf, stem, root, it is the vegetative part of the plant. By using this part of the plant and plant reproduce their new offspring. Got it? One by one we will see details the types of the asexual reproduction. Binary fission, budding, regeneration means fragmentation. Fragmentation. I will explain you in details fragmentation. Sporulation means what? Means spore formation, and vegetative propagation. One by one we will see in details. First of all, we see the binary fission. It is the first type of asexual reproduction. Most of the lower organism like bacteria, you know bacteria is very microscopic organism, unicellular organism. Unicellular means what? The organism are single cell, means their body is only one kind of the cell. It is called as the unicellular. These organisms are reproduced by the binary fission. Binary means what, student? Binary means 2. Binary means 2. And fission means division, divide. Fusion means, see, before few minutes I explain you fusion. Fusion means mixing up. Fusion means mix up. And fission means divide. Let us keep in your mind difference between fission and fusion. Fusion means mix and fission means split, divide. What? Binary fission means the cell is divided into the 2 daughter cell. It is called as the binary fission. You know the structure of bacteria. Outermost is the cell wall, then cell membrane. This is the nucleus. First of all, the nucleus is divided and the transverse septums are produced, and these septums are divided. The 2 mother bacteria is divided into the 2 daughter bacteria. In that way, the bacteria are reproduce their daughters bacteria. Got it, student? Binary fission. Binary fission means divide, splitting the organism into the 2 parts. It is called binary fission. Multiple fission. See, multiple fission. Multiple means many and fission means divide means, see, you know the this is the amoeba. Amoeba is the unicellular organism. Their body have a no proper shape. This is called as the pseudopodia. Whenever the unfavorable condition, the amoeba covered its body into the hard covering. It is called as the cyst. This covered is called as the cyst. And inside the cyst, one bacteria are splitting, divide the body into the many amoeba. And whenever the favorable condition, these splits are break and many amoeba are come outside. This is called as the multiple fission. Means one organisms can reproduce, divide into the many daughter cell. It is called as the multiple fission. Understood what is meant by multiple fission? Next is the budding. You know yeast. We are using the yeast powder for making the cake, bread, butter. Okay. Yeast is the one kind of the organism and these organisms are reproduced by the process of budding. Budding means what, student? This is the mother cell. The mother cells are produce the small outgrowth, small bird-like outgrowth, and these birds are grow, and these birds are detached from the mother cell and these survive independently from the parent's body, and in that way, by the process of budding, the many unicellular organisms are reproduce their young one. Got it? Budding means क्या होता है बेटा? जो organism है, they are produce the bud, and these buds are grow, and these buds are detached from the parent's body, and these buds are survive independently life. Got it, buddy? Next is the fragmentation. Fragmentation means what, students? See, Spirogyra. It is the ribbon-like structure. Got it? These Spirogyra are cut some parts of the body. Fragment. It is called as the fragment, and these filament grow individually, and these each filaments grow individually. Means see, देखो यहाँ पे आपको स्ट्रक्चर दिया है. This is the Spirogyra. The Spirogyra is a breakup. It is split into the two fragments, and each fragments are survive individually. This is called as the fragmentation. समझ में आ गया? Fragmentation means what? Next type of asexual reproduction is the spore formation. Spore formation means what? Some fungi, like some plant like that, mosses, ferns plant. These plants, this is the ornament plant, and these plants are bears the spores inside. Whenever the favorable condition, these spores are blast, and this is called as the sporangium. This is called as the sporangium, and inside the sporangium there are many spores. When these sporangium come in contact with the moist, this surface is break, and many spores are come outside, and these spores are very lightweight. They can fly away, they can carried away by wind, by insect in different places, and whenever they reaching on the suitable condition, they grow, and the spore germinate in the new plant. Got it? This is called as the spore formation. Spore formation समझ में आ गया बेटा? In this method, the sporangium produce the tiny cells. It's called as the spore. When the spores come in contact with the moist surface, they develop into the new individual. It is called as the spore formation. Got it, student? Next type of the asexual reproduction is the vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation, it is also called as the asexual propagation. Vegetative propagation means what? The plant are used the several parts like a stem, like a leaf, like a root. Means they are using the different parts of the plant body, and these parts like these roots grow downward into the soil and shoot upward into the plant. Means see, whenever we take the branch of the rose and we plant it into the soil, these new baby plants are produced from the branches. Means the roots are grow into the soil and shoots are grow upward part. Means the new plant are formed. Vegetative समझ में आ गया बेटा? Vegetative means the another reproductive part. Means instead of male gamete, female gamete, another part like a root, stem, leaf, and new organisms are reproduced. New plants are producing from these vegetative parts of the plant. This is called as the vegetative reproduction. Got it, student? In this video, I taught you about that the reproduction. Let us revise it. Reproduction means क्या होता है बेटा? Producing new one. जो organism है, जो न्यू ऑर्गेनिज्म फॉर्म करता है, न्यू बेबी प्लांट फॉर्म करता है, न्यू बेबीज फॉर्म करते हैं, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज द रिप्रोडक्शन. इन दिस लेसन वी हैव टू स्टडी अबाउट दैट द प्लांट रिप्रोडक्शन. प्लांट विदो पे रिप्रोडक्शन कर सकता है. असेक्सुअल मीन्स ओनली वन पेरेंट इज इन्वॉल्व इन द producing the offspring. It is called as the asexual, and sexual means two parents involved the fusion of male and female gametes and produce the new offspring. It is called as the asexual reproduction. We have seen types of asexual reproduction: binary fusion, budding, fragmentation, spore formation, and vegetative part of reproduction. Got it, student? In the next video we will going to study about that the sexual reproduction in plant. Thank you.